when you are looking for a job on LinkedIn, relating to your profile, I think the first thing is think about your profile, the top part of the real estate, your headshot and headline. That's the initial impression that you're making on somebody. So I guess you taking a step back, you want to think of your profile in a couple ways. What's the impression that someone will have when they land on your profile? But what about even the step before? You want to come up in search results. So how do you come up in search results? So it's making sure that you're filling out key sections in a way that's really informative. So what do I mean by that? So your headline. Many people, biggest mistake across the board that people make when it comes to their headline is, and whether it's someone who's a student or a CFO or anything in between, is just putting title. And maybe, let's say you have an internship now or you're a student at whatever school, putting the title and the company, but not anything else. This is your opportunity to say more about you, what you're interested in. Maybe you have some for those of you who are just starting your career, but maybe you've developed some early expertise or interests. You can add that there, or maybe there's an industry focus that you have. So that's an opportunity to say something else. I liken, and I hope I'm not jumping ahead, but I liken your headline as to the same thing as how you introduce yourself when you meet somebody. There's information there. You don't want to just limit it and just say something really short where someone can't quite tell who you are and what you do. So headline is definitely a great place to start. Headshot, super important. This is something really a missed opportunity for many students and recent college grad is not paying enough attention to it. It doesn't mean you have to look stuffy in a suit and look boring and feel uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be a really casual picture of you. It's your professional, this is a headshot for your professional life. You can still look approachable and friendly and still somewhat relaxed, but it shouldn't be with other people or, maybe at an event where someone's cut off or you're in the distance or, it should be, give it some attention. And again, it doesn't have to be professionally taken, but it should be professional looking. So that's a great place to start. And then when you think about the next sections, you think about the about section, your summary, your experience section. And experience, remember, this could be page, for those of you, depending on where you are kind of in your career, it could be internships, it could be paid part-time jobs, it could be full-time jobs, but include something there, include some detail so someone, if they look at your profile, can get a sense of what you did in the role, and maybe a 2-second phrase about what the company is. Like, for example, when it comes to our company, Point Row Group, unfortunately, we're not a household name yet. so no one knows what it is. So I need to, if I'm describing something on LinkedIn, I have to put a little phrase there so someone can have an idea, so they don't have to click off my profile to go through to the company page to even learn about what the company is. But in About section 2, this is where you can tell your story, right? This is your chance to talk about who you are. And when we talk about being findable in searches, keywords are important here. When you're looking at jobs that are of interest to you, you're going to see words that repeat. Make sure that your profile includes some of those words. So when someone who's in HR or recruiter is doing a search, that you'll come up. Same thing with skills section 2. Those are some of those key areas to start with, to really give some information about who you are versus something that's just bare bones and it's like, intern at XYZ company and that's it. Or, I don't know, accounts payable, and that's it. Put a little bit more so someone can have a sense.